Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I do owe a video to this printer. So this is the Annex K3 completed. Now, the reason why I haven't made a video on it yet was because I wasn't printing on it for a little bit there because I was trying to push the performance of it. And keep in mind, what it's printing right now, it can print much faster. Right now it's printing at 20K acceleration on the infill, on travel, but 15K everywhere else. For some reason, the T95 board that I have running this machine keeps crashing. It keeps getting overloaded. I'm not sure if it has to do with some inefficiency with Clipper, but the T95 is a quad-core ARM Cortex A53 processor, so it's no slouch. But for some reason, it keeps crashing beyond 300 millimeters a second at 20K, and but it's no big deal. I'm still printing quite fast with it. But beyond that, I just want to talk about the experience, the thought on the machine, and everything so far. So let's start. Build experience. This thing is definitely challenging, especially the fact that it doesn't have a manual. Now, this is not a machine for a newbie, someone that just got into 3D printing. This is definitely not for you. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for those who are enthusiasts, like just want to build a nice fast printer, that want to challenge himself mechanically and clearly electrically for me, because I had a little bit of issue, certain things that I should know better I had run into issue in the background on. But this is a great printer to challenge yourself on. It's built like a tank. It's really solid. The input shaper result is phenomenal. I've got like 23K on the Y and I think 22K on the X. Just phenomenal input shaper result. Very balanced, actually. So there's no ringing on my prints, which is amazing. I'm just really happy about that. Like I said, you can push this printer much further, but again, due to the limitation on my board, I may change it down the road just so I can push it further. But right now, it's printing quite well, as you can see. The build quality is amazing. The guys at Annex Engineering, whoever designed this, shout out to the team. Just again, amazing printer. As you guys who watch my live stream, I've seen my journey building this. I've run into so much issue. So I would say one of the lessons learned here is just really pay attention to the CAD. Go into the Discord, ask questions. The guys are really nice guys out there. They will help you guys on Discord. They're very sweet, very genuine people. I haven't had any mean comments or anything in that Annex Discord. Everyone is very helpful, very quick to help. So wonderful guys on the Annex Discord there. So I would suggest that you go on the Annex Discord if you're planning on building this. Just game and soak up as much information as possible. And again, this doesn't have a manual unlike the Vorons, so you're definitely gonna have to pay attention to the CAD properly and ask questions. Just really ask questions and you will get help. Thankfully, because I've live streamed this build, I've had many people came in clutch for me and helped me out when I was running into a little bit of issues and really kind of guide me to this build. So I'm very pleased with this printer, very happy, and I'll build it all over again. If I could build another one, I'll definitely build another one. It's just a nice printer overall. From what I'm hearing, they're making a K3 Plus, and if that comes out, then I may just build a bigger K3. In my opinion, using MGM12 rails, that would be fantastic because I have a ton of those things as spare. But overall, the design of the printer is awesome, very solid. I love that everything is housed in the back, all the electronics. I just love the whole layout of the printer. I'm not a fan personally, as you guys know on my live stream, I'm not a fan of the 0.9 degree steppers. I prefer 1.8. And had I researched a little bit better, I would have realized that I could go 1.8 long boys instead of the 0.9 long boys. So apparently there's 1.8 long boys. So I would have rather went that route just to tone down on the motor noise a little bit, and you gain some more torque out of it as well too. But these are not bad. These are not bad. They just run hot. They're able to run much hotter than your typical stepper. I think these are 180 degrees class steppers, so they can take the heat. However, keep in mind they're mounted on plastic here, so you don't want to run them so hot that they're melting the motor mounts. I think that a lot of people have melted the motor mounts. That I think in the Annex K3 group there are people that are running metal motor mounts now for the all four motors, so keep that in mind as well. But overall, again, the build process was great. I did enjoy the live stream build. Just a phenomenal printer, very quick printer. I think it's perfect build size in terms of what it is. The 180 by 180 works really good for this printer. But like I said, if they can scale it up, I'll be super stoked to do a cross gantry, bigger cross gantry printer. I think that would be phenomenal there. But I just wanted to give a quick opinion on this. I think it's worth it. It's very expensive, don't get me wrong. It's not a cheap printer. I think I paid like close to $1,500 in just some self-sourcing and some of the BOM guides. Yeah, it's about $1,500 that I've paid. I could be lucky. I think other people are paying them way more than that, but I was lucky to be able to pay for this at the price that I paid for it. But it's a pretty pricey printer. It's not cheap, but it's totally worth it if you want to challenge yourself. It's totally worth it if you wanted, you know, again, to get into the elite. I call this an elite printer. This is one of those elite printer. If you want that elite printer, this is definitely it, okay, in my opinion. Very nice printer, and I hope to see that this printer get more love and more popular, just like the Voron has. Hopefully I see a lot more people building this printer, because again, it's totally worth the effort and all of the mistakes I've made. It really shows itself as this is truly an enthusiast printer. And yeah, I'm definitely not selling this. I'm going to keep this one for a very long time and print with it. So, but yeah, guys, I just want to share that it's working. It's printing great. Just want to figure out how to make it go faster. But outside of that, there's a few mod coming. I may put the bacon probe on this, but the regular quick draw probe is working fine as it is. As you can see, it's laying down filament perfectly fine here. The quality of the print is coming out amazing, even though it's moving very quickly. I got nothing bad to say about this printer. It's just, again, phenomenal. Really worth it. If you're considering building something different from a Voron, I would say go this route, especially if you have the funds to go ahead and build this. I would suggest this printer over, again, not necessarily over Voron, but like if you just want something pretty quick, pretty fast out the gate, this would be the printer. Vorons are fast too, but again, they're a much bigger printer and you have to do a lot more tuning. But this, like I said, I built this thing, and the first time I tried input shaper, I got awesome results from the input shaper results. So in my opinion, this is not for a noob. This is not for the novice. This is not for the faint of heart. If you want to challenge yourself mechanically, if you're okay, uncomfortable with looking at a CAD program to put this together, if you don't mind asking questions and just seeking the information, this is a great printer to build. I would say definitely anyone that owns a Voron needs to have at least one of these in their arsenal, especially if multiple printer. This is definitely a must, especially if you want to print quickly and you want something slightly bigger than a V0. This is definitely the way to go. This is definitely the printer to go with. Really, really nice printer, very solid. And like I said, everything is working out really good for me right now. Right now I'm reprinting some V1.8 A/B motor mounts for my 1.8 here that I recently did on the live stream. Just needed to update them a little bit. The other ones that I printed have some layer lines, some really ugly layer lines in it, so I'm just trying to reprint it with this, and also putting the machine through paces and checking out the quality on it. And so far the quality looks amazing. Print speed, again, once again, this is 20K acceleration at 700mm on the travel, 15K all around on the wall, in on outer wall, 250 millimeters a second everywhere. So as you can see, it's not slowing down, it's just running through its spaces. So really nice printer, guys. I will up the speed eventually, like I said, but for right now, I'm just gonna let it be, let it print out what I need. And yeah, so I just want to share that with you guys, that it's done. Again, this is not really a review, but just more like my thoughts and opinion on it. Definitely worth the purchase. I'm really happy with the machine. And yeah, this is definitely my daily printer, especially when it comes to printing small batch of parts. This would be the printer for doing that. But yeah, guys, just want to share that with you guys, that it's done, it's working, it's printing really nicely. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.